Get ready, cause this ain't funny. My name's Amy and I'm about to make money.
Hey, guess where I'm going? I am going to a few yard sales, and there are some estate sales on the docket as well, but we're going to see what kind of route I want to do because some are far away. So Jonathan is doing all the stuff, so I am on my own. I will keep you posted. Okay, the first couple of yard sales were a success. Well, kind of. I mean, I got a couple of things. Got this set of 3 owls, and the maker, it says Nuvuk, N-U-V-U-K, Canada. And this one I think I can get around $20 for. I paid $1 for it. I got this helmet. This one is a McDonald. And this might be like 40, 50 bucks, and it was $5. And then last is a pair of bark Crocs, a set of 4 bark Crocs. I did get them for $10, but they are brand spanking new. So I think I'll do okay on those. And I am outside of an estate sale, so I'm going to go in there. Hi. This is a whole new view, isn't it? Gosh, this isn't fake. This is the view from our backyard. So Winslow wanted to hang out back here, so I said, right on, let's do it. I'm going to show the people what I got today. I did kind of a little half-day estate sale and yard sale situation, and I think I got some good stuff. So let's just get started. The following items I paid $35 for, and this one I'm not totally sure about. It's a real painting. Look how pretty it is. That's of course what caught my eye, but then this frame is super old, nicely framed, a long time ago, and it is signed. It's signed B.L. Holmes, right down there in the corner. It needs a little cleaning. I know how to do a little bit of cleaning, but not a lot on art. So I'm gonna set this over here. I'm not sure what's gonna come of that at all, but I kind of just couldn't leave it behind. So, and then also at that same sale, you know, I like pots. This is a whole new brand. Can you see? Let's see, where's the camera? It says Camelot. It's a steamer basket, a lid, and the lid has a cute little temp tone lid. So you can certainly recognize these by that temp tone lid. And then, what else does it say here? It is 304 Thermium Multiplex Stainless Steel, made in the USA. And these, I checked the comps while I was there, they do sell. So hopefully I'm gonna do okay on this one. Nice flat bottom, always check them for that. And you know, it's really not in bad shape at all. There's a little melt on the top knob, but that happens when you have plastic knobs. So, all right, still in the $35 one. I did get a uranium glass, and I tested it with my flashlight. It glows like vanilla ice. Turn out the lights, and I'll glow. Little juicer. I know these don't go for a ton, but it's always fun to find them when they're uranium glass, especially. So I grabbed that. Okay, this cutie here looks like a book. It says, "The gift is small, goodwill is all." But it's from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I just thought it was real sweet. There's another oh, it's just MMA, so Metropolitan Museum of Art, and it's a vase, very cute. I really have no idea. There was no signal at that sale, so I kind of just went with my gut. This one is a Gottinger silver little red glass insert, so pretty. Put a tea light in there, love that one. Okay, and you know I like the weird dolls, so I got this pair, little boy and girl, and these are obviously like souvenir dolls. They have wooden shoes on, so I'm assuming they got them in Holland, but they're both stamped Germany. And I also knew that they were German dolls because if you look, she has teeth, so does he. I mean, 9.5 times out of 10, if you see a doll that has teeth, it's German. So, which, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things for me. I'm like, oh, it's German. But they did make really nice dolls. These are in beautiful shape. I do think there was one repair on his finger, but their faces are gorgeous, and I think they're going to be great just to sell as a pair. They do have sleepy eyes. Wait, I can't lay them down to show you. Okay, sleep. Go to sleep. Sleepy eyes. 2 German dolls. All right, still on that $35 sale. For whatever reason, I had to get this because it's stamped made in West Germany, and it's you hold your notes on it. And then there's a little pocket back here to put your pen. First I thought it was for a nail file because it's so pointy, but I think it makes more sense for it to be a pen pocket. Never seen anything like it. Had to throw that in the pile. All right, this really pretty. So it might be pewter. It does say Peltro Inciso Amano, made in Italy. Forgive my pronunciation. Peltro Inciso Amano. But it has a little easel on the wood. Just a really nice little religious icon piece. Made in Italy. That's also a trigger for me, like made in Italy. That's some good stuff right there. And I do think these are going to be good. They do match. Very pretty. It's the same, I think it's the same pattern. Is it? Yes. 99% sure that's the same pattern. But it's Royal Antoinette, and it's by the Royal Crown Derby, English bone china. Very nice and clear stamp on that. And gosh, when I held it up, I can kind of see through it. With bone china, it's translucent, so you can see light through it. They're just both so pretty. And I love that they match, so I can just lot them together. And I do see now, those are the same flowers on there. Good. My last item from the $35 sale is this tiny, I also love polka dots, is why this one caught my eye. Super small. It's a pitcher. pour something. And it's just stamped Japan on the bottom. It does have the gold accent, the sun, gold, and gold on the rim there. So yeah, that went in the pile. And it's just roly-polying around, so I wrapped it in a tissue. All right, so moving on, done with the $35 pile. And the other one, the estate sale that had the super 70s chairs that look like bandanas that I really wanted. They're only $15, but I have no place to put them, no use for them. So the practical side of my mind said, no, you're not going to get those. And I didn't. Tomorrow they're going to be half off. We'll see. We'll see what Jonathan has to say about that. Okay, but at that estate sale, I did get some great vintage items. This one, look how long it is. This one is it's totes, which we all know, totes. This is a giant golf umbrella, and there are no holes. Just on the white part, there is a little bit of staining, but I did see a similar one. It's a great wood handle here. I did see a similar one that I want to say it went for $30 or $35. So I threw that in my pile. At the estate sale, I only spent $15.53. So that includes this umbrella and then this one. Look at this one. Really interesting wood detail. And then this is a really old, I would say that this one's antique. It does say something on here. It says USA, maybe Finkel. Finkel. The frame is Frame by Finkel. Okay. And, oh, I gotta. This is one of the first styles of automatic. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. One of the very first styles of automatic umbrella. I've actually sold ones like these so many times. So of course I threw that in my pile. I did, gosh, you know, when you're testing umbrellas at estate sales, please take them outside. It is very bad luck to put an umbrella inside. So let them know when take this outside and test it. Usually they understand. Sometimes they're like, why? Why can't you do it in here? Because it's bad luck. We don't want any bad luck at an estate sale. So those both worked there. Picked them up. Now, and also included in the $15 is this very cool. Look at this. Here. Let's see how that looks. These, oh, I'm getting bit by a bug. Did you see the panic form in my eyes? So these are cast metal. I know they look like they're just kind of cheesy plastic frames, but they're not. This is a vintage Wilton cast metal mirror. There is a flaw right here where it's kind of repaired and screwed back together. There's a wire as well. I'm gonna change out the wire, make that situation a little better. But there was, I'll tell you, there's a sold one in great shape that sold for $70. So and there's none listed, none at all. So I figure I can put this one up because you can still hang it and enjoy it. You don't see that at all from the front. So I'm thinking hopefully I can get like $50 for mine. I think that would be great. But it just, when I noticed it was metal, I thought I'm gonna check that out a little closer for sure. Okay, also at the estate sale, first off, you see a box like that, you gotta open it, right? It does say Chic Injector. This is a great little razor. I wanna say that the handle, it's a great Art Deco style, and I do think that it's Bakelite. We will see, but I took a chance on that little ditty. Okay, there's seriously a bug right in my leg. Get off me. Okay, what else at that one? These, you know, I love the flatware situation. These are Oneida, and I've never seen this pattern before. Can't get it out. So I wanted to give it a shot. They just, okay. Here is the pattern. I love the open part on here. And then there's some little flowers as well. And they're not Oneida at all. This is a Northland stainless. I'm sorry. So sorry. You know, you look at stuff all day and it gets a little confusing. But yes, Northland Stainless Korea, which I've sold a lot of Northland Stainless. They have some great patterns. There's quite a few pieces here, so I think I'll be okay on that one. And let's see, that was not at the estate sale. This was at the estate sale. Now, I don't know if you know, but I know that people play the spoons. Gosh, there's a really famous lady. She's on all the socials right now. Her name's Abby the Spoon Lady. If you want to see someone play the spoons, give that a Google. Abby the Spoon Lady. She is outstanding. But my grandmother, she played the spoons, and she taught me how to play the spoons when I was a kid. So when I saw this little setup with them in the handle, because usually they're not in the handle. You put one finger between them and you smack it on your knee and you play them there. But this is a Walt Haynes musical spoons, and there's patent number. And I just love the swirled swirled plastic on there. I don't know why we're having trouble focusing in this sun, but I've never seen that, so immediately, well, that went in my bag. Okay, and then the last thing from the estate sale is I got these 2 necklaces, and I only know that these sell well because I've sold them before. You might think these to be kind of cheesy, but they're actually hand-painted wood beads. This one has a llama on it. Very pretty little necklace. And then this other one has birds, which I love. Parrots. Very nice. You know, probably a souvenir long ago. This is, let me say that's some kind of plastic on this one here, but the rest of it is the wood beads and the birds, and like I said, it's all hand painted. So a lot of times these are Caribbean or Central and South American souvenirs. I got 2 of those, yeah, and that's it for the $15.53. All right, now my last item. This is also something I paid the most for all day. This was $10. Have you ever seen these? Because I had never seen these before in my life. But it was a Crocs box, so I went ahead and opened it. It does say Croctober 2024. And inside here, they have fabulous packaging. So that intrigued me even more. What is this? So you get a little keychain, and it says ready for a walk on the front of here. And you unroll these, and put it down on top of all my other stuff. And these are actually Crocs for dogs. Winslow, do you want to try these on? These might fit him, actually. They're a little green tie-dye. There are 4 of them. They say bark Crocs. Yeah, real deal situation. So I looked these up, and since they are new, she said they were not, they're either, I don't know, they didn't work for her dog. But never been walked in, obviously. Thankfully, never been chewed or anything. But these, I think worst case scenario, $50. Best case scenario, $60. So I went ahead and spent this 10 on it, figuring this is going to be so easy, totally worth it for me. So keep your eye out for the bark Crocs, especially if they're new. So that's it for today. And I gotta tell you, I am hot. Look how nice it is out here. I'm gonna sit with Winslow and relax for a bit till Jonathan gets home. And then I think he's gonna grill up some hot dogs. So that's gonna be good. I hope you got out there today, and I hope you found some good stuff. Get it listed so you can get it sold. And I am gonna see you on the next one.